Welcome to Minecraft Supercard. This is a new minigame that you can play with your friends. Every player will start out with 3 golden nuggets and an iron ingot. This will be used in the card shop in order to get your first cards. Make sure to throw the gold nuggets and the other materials one at a time, and wait for the cards to be dispensed before throwing another one. Now on to the types of cards you can get. There's the common hero card, which has 4 different numerical values. From top to bottom, each number represents a different thing. The top number represents the category charisma. The second number represents the category of speed. The third one represents the category of strength. And the final one represents the category of defense. Each of these categories are associated with a color, with the top again being charisma associated with green, speed being associated with blue, strength being associated with red, and defense being associated with gray. The next card type is the status card. These are either red or green depending on if they're negative or positive. Of course, the positive ones are green, and these increase the user's card stat, while the negative ones decrease the opponent's card in one of the numerical values. Ability cards are special cards that do specific actions depending on the card type you're using. A book will be given to the players explaining how each ability card works. Once you have your basic cards set up, you're able to go to map selection and decide which game mode you can do: classic, survival, or even tag team mode. Then you select the map you want to do with a variety of choices to choose from. Once you figure out the map that suits you guys best, you and your opponent will then walk on the pressure plates and be teleported to opposing sides. You're then going to want to select which cards you're going to use. It will be 6 hero cards, and then 2 status cards, and then 2 ability cards if you are using them. Then once you're done with that, you will have your first round. In the first round, both sides will play down 1 hero card and any status cards if they so please. You can only play up to 1 status card per round, and you can only have 2 status cards in total, so you're going to have to time it right. So in this case, a Yippee and Topher were played, and the category chosen was defense, which Topher with the 10 stat definitely beats Yippee. So the first point went to the opponent on this case, giving me 0 points and him 1. So the second round, it's up to you. Do you want to pick someone who has balanced stats, or do you want to pick 2 that complement each other? In this case, AJ and Evan complement each other very well. For the stats they are weak in, they balance each other out. My opponent started placing his cards down, and I had a good feeling about this round because my stats are pretty balanced, and then the +1 strength helps me get up in the stat that I was originally lacking in. And since this is round 2, the referee will now pull it twice. So the referee will shoot out 2 rolls instead of 1. So he shot out strength and charisma, which just so happens to be 2 stats that I am really good in, especially knowing the protein shake adds +1, which in this case is really helpful due to me winning by literally 1 point. Now onto the final round, where you use all your remaining hero cards and any status cards if you have any left, and you will place them all down while the referee will draw 2 categories just like the round before. So my opponent and I both set up our final cards, and now we have to wait for the referee to pull. We check each other's cards out just to see what we believe is a good stat. Due to my cards being balanced like David and Thunder, I don't really have the variety that I was really hoping for in this round. But we get a charisma, which I have 7s in, and we get strength, which I'm also very good in, except for my Buka card. My Buka card was lacking here, but obviously I was very happy with the result because I do have a -1 charisma using the dislike status card. And I was adding it up in the chat, which I ended up having 35 total, which I didn't count for my opponent using a -2, which brought me down to 34 because my dislike ended up countering it by 1. So I had a 34, my opponent ended up beating me with a 35, again winning by just 1 point. After the winner is decided, the referee will give the winner a diamond, which could be used in the main lobby to transfer into gold nuggets to get basic cards, or you could save it in order to get rare, legends, and ultra cards, while the loser gets a Ghast Tear, which if you lose 3 times, you're able to convert those Ghast Tears into gold nuggets. Once you get into the lobby, you're going to notice that there are villagers around. There's Barter Bob, who you're able to trade gold nuggets to get items that will allow you to get rare, legend, and ultra cards. There's also the casino, where if you have diamonds, aka wins, you're able to trade 3 of them for 5 magma cream, which when used, you could get a chance at a legend. Now another villager that you're going to notice is Frank. Frank trades your wins to get golden nuggets, which will allow you to get basic cards, or if you save them up, you could go to Barter Bob. There's also Tough Luck Tony, who if you give 3 Ghast Tear to, aka losses, you're able to get a gold nugget. As for maps, we have Bikini Battle, End City, and Wrestling Ring for survival. For tag team, you have Subterranean Scuffle, Treetop Tussle, and Cowboys vs. Indians. Now for the classic mode maps, you have Portal Panic, Water Warfare, Temple Throwdown, and Saloon Struggle, along with Coliseum, Miners Mayhem, Space Station 317, and Native Clash, along with the middle map, which is also a classic mode, Fire and Ice. You and your friends are also able to trade cards. If you and your friend decide that the trade is fair, you will shake your heads yes and take the cards from each other's sides. If you just so happen to get 3 of the same cards from using the generator, you're able to take those 3 cards, put them onto the trader, and then an admin of the server will take those cards and delete them as you go to the card showcase, which in turn will allow you to grab a rare version or any of the higher up versions of the card you are leveling up. So in this case it was a Nolan card, so this guy will in turn open up the shulker box and grab out 1 Nolan rare, which he'll put any extras back if he has, and essentially he just got a better card. That is the basics of Minecraft Supercard. Anything else that you need to know will be written in a book and quill when you start up the game. The download link will be in the description below. Also, if you send us a video of you playing on Minecraft Supercard, we may make you into a card in a future update.